Have you ever thought or said to yourself, that'll never happen to me, only to later find yourself and others around you asking, well, how did that happen? People often say things like this and assume that something would never happen to them. A situation or circumstance would arise that happens to other people, you may hear about it, but never really happens to you. People often find themselves in a protective bubble, just assuming that these things are incapable of afflicting them or they're experiencing it. It is this state of complacency that often allows people to end up in a situation for those exact things that happen. This is something that I had to experience, regrettably, not too long ago. All my life, I've been told or heard about through the news, through different media avenues about identity theft and how the people that are affected and the people that perpetrate this crime work and react to this situation. I've held training classes or attended them, and myself on proper precautions to prevent identity theft and things that lead to that situation happening. After I was married, me and my wife practiced the precautions that we learned, and then we spent countless days and tireless nights staying up to make sure that our identity was secure. We found ourselves, after many years, in a state of security, believing, well, this will never happen. We're too safe, we know too much, and nobody around us has been afflicted by this, so this is bound not to happen to us. Well, all that changed on December 11th of 2014. It was a night just like any other night. I stopped by the store, get some diapers, other household goods. I was tired from the monotony of the day. I was in a disassociative stupor, and it was all shaken when the cashier asked the manager to come over to help with the payment. The cashier and the manager both tried different payment options, credit, debit, different things like that. And then the manager turns and looks at me and informs me that she is going to confiscate my card and cut it up. All I could say was, excuse me? Started to notice people around me. The line was getting longer, people were getting frustrated and impatient. So I told the manager and the cashier, please just hold my things, hold my card. I'm going to go call the bank. There's obviously a mistake. As I made my way outside and dialed the number, I could feel everything starting to buckle. My cage had been rattled. The walls of my security that I built up over the years were being shaken. Composure is the only thing I could maintain to reinforce that. And that fell apart when the bank informed me that all my accounts had a zero balance. That's when my foundation cracked. I felt like a wild animal fleeing for its life. I was desperate. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I was transferred to the fraud claim division and found myself just repeating over and over, well, how did this happen? What do I do? So they decided to investigate further. I was later informed that through a series of coordinated ATM withdrawals in Georgia, all my accounts had been empty. And for something like this to happen, my identity was stolen. My personal information was in the hands of somebody else. It's been a long and arduous venture to recover things that were stolen and to proceed from that point. And with the selfless support and help from family members, the damages, long-term and short, were alleviated, and we were able to get through this transition. Me and my family have been left with scars of experience, of lessons learned, and lessons to never be forgotten. It was through complacency that we ended up in a situation to have what we thought would never happen actually happen to us. And we found ourselves asking, well, how did this happen? From this point forward, we've learned that with discipline, diligence, and a touch of paranoia, that we'll never be the victims of assumption again. Thank you.